Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and my creative life. So this is the last card of my 5-day card series using my Sizzix Sidekick and some dies. So I'm actually away from my home, so I did all my die cutting earlier, which you see on all those white pieces. This is the first time that I've used this set, and I'm telling you, I don't know why, it's so fun. But I grabbed 3 different green inks, and I'm just kind of messing around with different colors of the leaves. A couple of them I add both colors, like a lighter shade of the green for the base of the stamp or the leaf, and then the darker ink around the edges. But you'll just see I'm just stamping all of those image. I think normally you should probably stamp first and then die cut them out, but honestly, when you have the polymer stamps like this where you can see through it, I don't know if it really makes much of a difference. But anyhow, so I'm just going to go ahead and stamp all of these leaves until I'm done, and then I'll create the card. This was a really fun activity while I'm over here at my mom's house, and she was taking a nap, so I thought, let me just do it real quick. So I went ahead and grabbed that paddle brush because I thought if I was missing some colors, I would kind of fill in. I didn't end up doing it at all with the leaves because I thought, even though there were some spots where the leaves weren't completely solid, I liked the way that looked. I thought it looked fine. So I went ahead and grabbed a regular A2 card, which is 8.5 by 8.5 by 5.5, which makes the card 4 1/4 by 5.5. So I'm cutting this piece down to a 1/4 inch off each side, so that makes it 4 by 5 1/4, and then I just crease down the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice it down to maybe about halfway. I didn't really measure it. I'm having a little bit of trouble there because the paper is patterned and I couldn't really see where that dot was. So that's why it looks like I'm fussing around. But basically I just crease the middle and then I'm slicing it down. And then I'm going to fold it over, and kind of looks like a shirt collar or something. I'm sure it has a technique name, but I'm not sure what it is. Now this is perfect when you have double-sided paper, because you can see here that I can see both colors, that lighter color as the base, and then that really fun kind of medium green color that shows up as that collar is what I'm calling it. Now I want to put another piece of pattern paper underneath that so that it's not just the plain white of the cardstock. So you can, this is a perfect way to use a scrap piece of paper, which I didn't bring. I just brought a whole bunch of different green paper. But when it turns out, I end up liking the pink in there. I thought the contrast from the greens was really pretty, and it is a coordinating piece of pattern paper, so it all worked with different shades of green and then that really pretty pink showing through. So once I cut that down, went ahead and used my tape to attach it to the card. And then once I do all that, I'm going to attach or put some more adhesive on the back so those collars, if I keep calling it, doesn't just pop up. And then I'm just going to play with the leaves and see how I like the placement. At first I thought I'm just going to kind of throw a bunch on there, but I stuck to 3, and I'm really glad I did, because even those 3 look so pretty. Again, whichever way you like it, I think it would have worked out, and I really like the way this looks. So I packed a craft bag, which I normally do when I go on road trips or any kind of trip. So I didn't bring a lot of supplies. So once I did this, I'm thinking, okay, now what? Well, I was working on a completely different project, and I did have some sentiments stamped out. So I thought, let me mess around with those and see if I can get one to work. So I'm really just kind of moving and grooving and just cutting and trimming, and hopefully something's going to work out. Well, my mom is a sewer, and I knew this card needed something. I didn't bring any kind of dots or sparkles or anything like that. But then I thought, ooh, mom's a sewer, I'm going to grab me some thread. So I used a darker green thread because I thought that worked. And I just kind of jumbled it with my fingers to make like this ball or mess of a string, but I really like the way that looked, and put some adhesive on there, and it stuck right on there. But thanks for hanging out with me for this series. I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Make sure you hit subscribe, and thank you so much again for watching. Bye.